Welcome everyone. I hope you are sound and safe at your places. In this video of chapter 2 whole numbers, we are going to discuss about properties of whole numbers. So the very first property is closure property. What we are having in this? In this property we are having that if we add two whole numbers, then our answer will be a whole number. For example, if you will add 2 plus 3, 2 plus 3 is 5. So as you can see, 2 and 3 both are the whole numbers and your answer will also be a whole number. Same we can do in multiplication. If we multiply two numbers, then our answer that will be a whole number. For example, if you will have 3 multiply 4. So you can see that 3 and 4 both are whole numbers and 3 4s are 12. That is also a whole number. This property is not applicable in subtraction and division. How? Suppose if we are subtracting 5 minus 3, that is 2. Here 5 and 3 both are whole numbers and our answer is also a whole number. But if we are having 3 minus 6, so that is not possible. So that's why this property is not applicable in subtraction. Same way in division, if we divide 4 divided by 2, both are the whole numbers and our answer will be a whole number. But what if we divide 3 by 5? That is not applicable. So that's why closure property is applicable on addition and multiplication only, not on subtraction and division. Now, our next property is commutative property. So what we have in this? In this, we can say that if we add two numbers like a plus b, then it is equals to b plus a. Means we can add whole numbers in any manner. There is no effect on result. For example, if we are having 2 plus 3, that is 5. But if you will add 3 plus 2, that is also 5. So both are equal. Right? Same way, if we multiply two whole numbers, like a multiply b, that should be equals to b multiply a. For example, if we will take 4 multiply 5, that is 20. But if you will do 5 multiply 4, that is also 20. So as you can see, you have changed their order, but there is no effect on the result. The result is same. Now, again, commutative property is applicable on addition and multiplication. It is not applicable on subtraction and division. How? Suppose if we are subtracting 2 minus 3, that is not possible for whole numbers. But if we do 3 minus 2, that is 1. Fine. So, in both the cases it is not applicable. Here you can see if you change the order, you will get the same answer, but in subtraction it is not. Same way if we are having in division. If you will divide 4 divided by 2, that is 2 whole numbers. But if you divide 2 divided by 4, if you change the order, then that is not applicable for whole numbers. So this way we have commutative property which is not applicable on division and subtraction. It is applicable on addition and multiplication. Now let's move to the third property. So what we have in our this property, associative property. Associative means we have to tie up. How? Suppose you are having a plus b plus c, 3 numbers. Fine. And this side also you are having same numbers in same manner. So what if we add these two first and then add the third one, that is equals to if we add these two first and then we add the first one. So how? Let's take an example. 2 plus 3 plus 4. So if we add these two first, that is 5 plus 4, that is 9. If we have the same numbers but in different manner, we'll add 3 plus 4, that is 7. So 2 plus 7, that is 9. So as you can see, there is no effect on your result, that is same. The only thing is here we add these two first, then tie up with the third one, and here we add these two first and then tie up with the first one. So there is no effect on the result. Same is applicable in multiplication also. So how it is applicable in multiplication? Same way if we take the 3 like this, then for example 2 multiply 3 multiply 4. So we'll multiply these two first. 2 3s are 6, multiply 4. 6 4s are 24. If same we will take here and we'll multiply these two first. 3 4s are 12, 12 2s are 24. So as you can see, there is no effect on answer. That is just the presentation of multiplication in two different manners without changing the sequence of your digits. Same, it is not applicable in division and subtraction. How? For example, 2 minus 3 minus 4, that is not possible. So we can discard this. If we have division of the same digits, if you will take 2 divided by 3, then divided by 4, again that is not possible for whole numbers. So we will discard these two. Now let's move to the last property, that is distributive property. So distributive property, what do we mean by distribute? Distribute means we have to distribute the things. हमें चीजों को बांटना है. So what we have in that? Suppose we are having this number 854 multiply 102. Fine. So how you will do? You will multiply like this, and that is the very big multiplication, I guess. So how to distribute this? We'll distribute in such a manner that we'll get a number having zeros, so that our multiplication will become easier for us. So 854, how we can write 102? 100 plus 2. One thing you will keep in mind, you will keep this in bracket because you are distributing this 102. Now this will become your A, B and C. So what should be your answer? It should be A multiply by B, symbol is of plus, so plus, then A multiply by C. So this will become your answer. So let's do this. 854 multiply by 100 plus 854 multiply by 2. So 854 multiply by 100, that is very easy. It will become 85400 plus 854 multiply by 2, that is very easy. 1708. Now it is easy to add. It's 80178. So 87,108. I guess this is easier multiplication than this one. So this is your distributive property. So that's it for this video. Thank you and have a nice day.